everyone, it's Random Gaming VGC here, and today we have another online ranked battle video for you where I'll be using Gigawatt 94 team of Thundurus Weakness Policy, which is self-procced by Ninetails. Really looking forward to using this team. I have came across it when we played against each other in a best of 3, and it was a really close game there. I played probably about 2 or 3 games on Showdown with this team, so I'm not that well practiced on it, but hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate sort of full effectiveness here. I guess, as usual, I'll briefly talk about the team where Thundurus and Ninetails is a pretty decent lead. I think a lot of people will predict a Thundurus lead. They might not necessarily know what it is going to be paired with and the fact it's weakness policy, but Thundurus is the kind of Pokemon that you want to Dynamax, and probably Dynamax fairly early, so I think it is something that the opponent would expect. Ninetails can self-proc with Ice Shard. It's got Focus Sash and Protect just to keep it alive, which I think is really valuable. And then it's got Blizzard, which obviously works really well under Hail, and you don't break your own Sash, obviously. And then you've got Aurora Veil, so really good utility move there. And I guess the good thing about this is that you don't necessarily have to Weakness Policy activate on turn 1. You can do Aurora Veil or even Blizzard, which is very good as well. The good thing about Blizzard and then Thundurus getting off an attack is that often opponents will have something like a Focus Sash Pokemon and you need to hit them twice rather than, you know, hitting one really hard time with Thundurus Weakness Policy. So having the option to Blizzard or even Ice Shard is really great. The supporting Pokemon are really strong as well. We've got Urshifu fighting the fighting water type. Rapid Strike, that's what it's called. And then you've got Choice Band, so it hits like a truck. Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Aqua Jet, Poison Jab. Nothing unusual there, and probably be the same moves I'd run under Choice Band. We've got Spectrier, which is a more offensive type with Shadow Ball, Moonshot, and Hyper Beam. So this is another potential Dynamax option. I didn't really use Spectrier that much in my practice games. Well, bear in mind I only had 2 or 3 practice games. I'm not that well practice using Spectrier. It's kind of Pokemon that I've never really felt that comfortable using, because I don't really know the best situation to bring it out, but obviously Spectrier is very strong. Porygon 2, interestingly, is an offensive type, so I believe it's got a big special attack investment. I will double check that. I'll put the Poker Paste and a link to Gigawatt's videos and channels in the description below, so please do check him out. And then, yeah, so Porygon, sorry, is a offensive Porygon, so no Trick Room, which I think is fine. You kind of want a counter to Trick Room, but you do have Spectre with Taunt, I guess, and you do have Sableye, which ranks during Wash as well. So you do have some form of speed control and anti-Trick Room stuff, but Porygon doesn't have Trick Room, so you can't reverse Trick Room and has gone offensive. You've got Tri-Attack, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, and Recover. I would personally put something like Eerie Impulse into that, because I don't think there's that many times you're clicking Shadow Ball really. I guess the fear is obviously that Porygon needs, you know, Tri-Attack, you can't hit Ghost type Pokemon, so you want to do something that can hit them for super effective, which Shadow Ball is there for. But I kind of think with Spectrier covering Ghost type, and the fact you've got, you know, 2 foul plays in, so 2 Dark moves, sorry, and 2 foul plays in Thundurus and Sableye, you kind of have quite a lot of Ghost coverage anyway. Ice Beam's a really good move, and I think it's important to have more Landorus covers. Ninetails obviously has got Blizzard as well, so I wonder if you need Ice Beam. You probably do, because I think Ice Beam is a good move on Porygon, and like I said, ice coverage is really important. And then Sableye, quite interestingly, is running Wide Lens, which is only there to improve the accuracy of Will-O-Wisp. I guess it is really important to hit Will-O-Wisp, but when you've only got one accuracy move, I think is it necessary to have Wide Lens? Saying that, I run Wide Lens on Venusaur, but Venusaur has Sleep Powder and what's it called? Leaf Storm, which are not 100% accurate, so I can see more justification there. But it's interesting point of going Wide Lens. Annoyingly, because you have Focus Sash on Ninetails, you can't put Focus Sash on Sableye, which is another reason for putting another item there. And even if you had Focus Sash on Sableye, there's a danger of Hail breaking that Sash, your own Hail breaking that Sash anyway. So I can definitely see why you would not put Sash on the Sableye, but which makes me think, what other item would you put on it? I will be doing a couple of videos with this team. I'll do analysis after my second video just to see if I've got any sort of changes that I would personally make. But Gigawatt, just for everyone, like I said, he's yeah, a friend of mine, a fellow YouTuber, really good player, really good guy as well. I think he's top 500, top 1000s in Masterball tier, so obviously a good player. It'll be interesting to check out his channel as well, so please do that. He pilots this team as well, and I think he's had quite a bit of success with it. So, long intro, let's get on with the games. Before I do that, I'll always almost forget. Question of the day, what are some great Pokemon pairings? So the one that immediately sprang to mind is that I love Moltres and Comfey, or actually Comfey with most Pokemon, but Moltres and Comfey I think works really well because obviously you've got Draining Kiss to activate your weakness policy, but the other thing that you have is you have the Floral Healing, which can bring Moltres above 50% HP, so you can reactivate Berserk. Now, that's the first thing that came to my head, but there's probably a million and one pairings that I like to use. I love to use Dusclops with a lot of Pokemon as well. So let me know what your favourite pairings are. One other pairing that I use in my team, and I think it's a really interesting concept, is Lapras and Dusclops. I've mentioned this in quite a few of my videos where I use that team, but the key point is that it's very difficult to stop Resonance and Trick Room. And obviously you get both off, you're in a very good position. But it puts your opponent in a position where if they try and stop Resonance by doubling up to Lapras, you get a free Trick Room off, which is really important. And then if they double up into your Dusclops, you can get a Resonance up, which puts your Pokemon in a really good stead. It's quite hard to stop Resonance anyway, so often people will target the Dusclops, and then you've got the options of things like Ally Switch and other things like that. So yeah, really good duo that I like, and it's one of those duos that offers two threats, and you can't deal with both. So anyway, let's get on with the games. I got our first game of the day. We're against Jeff. I wonder if this is the Jeff I know. I'll message Jeff later. There is a Jeff who subscribes to my channel. I don't think he plays that much ranked, so probably isn't him. Alright, well, I always fall into this trap. I spend so much time talking, not enough looking at the team preview. So Registeel is annoying, so I want to shoot from the back just to deal with it. I think I start off. Boom, 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 dun, dun. I don't like the fact they've got Spectrier and Moltres, so I wonder, with Thundurus having foul play, whether I start off with Thundurus. I'm going to Thundurus Ninetails, and I'm gonna have Urshifu. I really feel bad about having Sableye in the back, but I think having a potential burn late game might be quite useful. I wonder whether this is more important or whether it's more important to have Spectrier. I'll go with this option. I hope I picked all my Pokemon. New rule is that I should stop talking and focus more on preview, and also don't wait until the last 5 seconds before picking my team. I've made so many mistakes that way. I forgot to point out my new league card. I've actually been doing it I had it for like a couple of weeks now, but I really like my new league card, so try and change her up every now and again. Alright. Screens. I think my start against is fine. Am I worried about anything from... They're not going to fake tears me because they're afraid of... I'm afraid of fake tears. Max Ball or whatever it's called. What I might do, and this is quite sneaky actually. No, actually, I was about to protect, but I'm actually afraid of how much damage I'm going to take. Do I max guard? Just go for... Oh, I hate Dynamax options. I hate Dynamax first turn. I think I'm going to max Darkness because that is going to one-shot them, and I think I try and set up a Aurora Veil. Yeah, it feels bad. What would be my other options? They don't Dynamax, that's interesting. So are they gonna Snarl? Please don't eject button. They could just eject button and Snarl. It's so difficult playing against a Grimmsnarl because you never know what they're going to do. It could just be screens. They chew trick. That's bad. Oh, lagging tail. Okay, that's fine. That's better than an eject button. Oh, they did it on Ninetails. I just realised. Oh, that's weird. Are they afraid of... I don't know, anyway. I don't know. Boost. I set up a Aurora Veil. I actually don't know what happened there. I'm thrown off by that move because I'm like, wait, they got the focus sash there. They must use it on Ninetails. I couldn't tell because obviously Thundurus takes up half the screen. But I think I've got everything I wanted. I can be cheeky and I'll see if I need it. I don't think I need my Thundurus on plus a billion. But now I max Airstream, right? Tail broke Grimmsnarl's focus sash anyway, so I don't need to worry about that. Whew. I now need to worry about a Pokemon that is faster than me, like a Landorus maybe. Interestingly, they've got a -1 attack. I'm going to hit them with Blizzard. I'm going to try it this way. I've got Aurora Veil. I should be okay. And what I'm going to do is on the Blizzard to cover both my chances. And then I've got Spectrier and Urshifu in the back. Quick. They take away my weakness policy, which is fine. They don't max their Landorus, and I forgot I'm faster than their Landorus. So they haven't Dynamaxed. My Thundurus is like plus a billion and +1 speed. So they've got nothing to back that outspeeds me. And I've only used 1 turn of Dynamax. So unless I'm really missing something here, what can they possibly bring? Moltres? Their best bet is to, I think, Dynamax Max God then Moltres. Okay, I've got Aurora Veil set up anyway, so I'm fine. I don't really need a speed boost. Is there any reason to set up Max Lightning? Not really. Is there really reason to get speed control? Not really, but I guess Moltres can max Airstream, and I assume my Thundurus is faster. I assume it's max speed. In fact, I can check now. My Thundurus is max speed, so that doesn't really matter. I could get the special defense drop, which I don't. I'm the max Airstream. I think that's a safer bet, right? And I Blizzard. That might be bad because I might just activate the weakness policy. Oh, okay, they cancelled the anyway. So I want to say that was, a good demonstration of the team, but it really was just them throwing like random stuff at me. But hey, a win is a win. And it does go to show you the power of a Thundurus lead, because what the difficulty they had was they had a lot of Pokemon. Like they fought Ninetails onto my threat, which they misunderstood in that one. And the other thing that they had was things like Intimidate, like Landorus. Would it be better to bring Moltres? They're just in a bad position after turn 1 because they snarled. They must have thought it was like a prankster Thundurus. and figured like it was a, because you actually see more Prankster Thundurus, so they must have thought Prankster Thundurus and maybe some sort of like Ninetails weird lead, but this is like good old-fashioned Defiant Thundurus, so misunderstood. They had Lecky, which would have been okay against me actually. Dragon Tail, leftovers. And they brought the Spectrier wide lens, so it's a fully supportive thing. So their best bet was to actually Will-O-Wisp me, but once again they misunderstood the threat. Interesting about my Ninetails here is that it doesn't have a fairy move, which would have been quite nice, but I guess you can't cover for everything. So anyway, let's get into game 2. Alright, got a second opponent. What are they running? They are running a lot of powerful Pokemon. So a couple of horses, Heatran, Tapu Lele, Whimsicott. So probably Whimsicott Urshifu is one of my bigger concerns with their start. I'm going to start off Thundurus Ninetails, or I can start off with Thundurus Sableye. The danger about Thundurus Ninetails is if they start Glastrier, they're in a good spot. But you wouldn't lead Glastrier, right? You might have Glastrier in the back, but you wouldn't lead it. In which case, their lead is probably, if they look at my team, it could potentially be Spectrier for Will-O-Wisp. It is difficult with this one because obviously they can have so many combinations that you don't want to lead. There's a danger of leading Thundurus straight away, but maybe they, maybe they do think it's a okay. Maybe they do hope it's like a Prankster Thundurus, because that's what you see more often. But the slight issue that I think you have with this team preview is that if you look at the team, you think, well, what's the threat? And you would probably think Thundurus, right? There's not many Dynamax options apart from, well, Thundurus and Spectrier. So you would probably expect Thundurus to be there. This is not Whimsicott thingy, so obviously I'm afraid of the burn, I'm afraid of Fake Tears. I wonder if I just protect turn 1. Or would they expect to protect? If I protect, set up Aurora Veil. Dangerous Fake Tears. Or even a jet button. Let's try it this way. Okay. They didn't want the sash broken, I think. Oh, they've got Psychic Terrain. Okay, that's interesting. I think it's going to be a Snarl. No, it won't be a Snarl. Oh, they think it's Prankster Thundurus, I think. They max their Spectrier, which is fine, because they're gonna, if they max Darkness, I'm gonna get my Defiant boost. So I think this works out fine. I've got Aurora Veil set up. If they target Thundurus, I should be able to take it fairly well, and obviously my Ninetails is sashed, so I think this is fine. I hope this goes into Ninetails. It doesn't. It does okay damage, but I think I can still justify a Dynamax onto Thundurus because I do get the Defiant boost. Life Orbed. I know they're not sashed. Interestingly, even with Aurora Veil, they might actually one-shot. No, they actually one-shot for me. So now I have to Darkness. I have to be prepared to take whatever ability they send at me. And I think there's probably going to be Dazzling Gleam, right? I should be able to knock out with max airstream, right? I'm Defiant Boost. They're not particularly bulky. I think that should be fine. And I'll Blizzard just in case. But I wanted the speed for anything they have in the back. It might not end up mattering. Could argue that I could have protected because Lele is probably going to do some sort of spread move. The good thing about spread move is it shouldn't knock out my Thundurus, I don't think. So that did 60 damage, I've 180, and I've got Aurora up, so this should be fine unless they crit me. They max strike, so presumably into... Okay, Thundurus. Not the crit, but to get speed control with the Lele. They're really like... That is a legitimate way to try and deal with Oh, they got it! No way, Psyshock. Oh, because it used my defense and they had a defense drop? Oh, no way should that work. Oh dear, that has really put me in a bad spot. Alright, okay, this is going to be interesting because I've got Porygon. I can't bring out Urshifu against Lele. I can't believe I got the KO. I think it's because they got a defense drop, so there was synergy involved there. Let's start off with Shadow Ball. Who do I Shadow Ball into though? I Shadow Ball into Lele to get the knockout, and I protect. I think it's a safe option. They're gonna break my Sash anyway, I guess, but they could have knocked out Ninetails, I guess, rather than thinking. So Phantasm, now they're getting crazy. Yeah. And I hope they double it up. I'll knock out Lele there, and then I need to be able to deal with their Spectrier, who luckily the Spectrier now has primarily the Spectrier has Hyper Beam. So they're on to their last. No, they're not even on to their last Pokemon. They've got Whimsicott in them as well. So they probably want to Shadow Ball Ninetails, especially since I just protected. And they've got a Urshifu, so there's no chance of me knocking this out. They're just close combat into me, right? There's no chance. I don't think there's any chance out of this. What am I out? If I double protect, Shadow Ball, bring in a Urshifu, there's no chance. I just need him to misclick something. But you just close combat into Porygon and you Shadow Ball into Ninetails, which will get them the win. Okay. So. That's weird. Why would they... I think a Wicked Blow makes more sense. Well, that played me anyway. I have to take a risk with close combat here. Shadow Ball. I hope I go faster and get a one-hit KO, but they've got Whimsicott in the back. So if I get the knockout, if it's Whimsicott that's sashed, which it is, the Shadow Ball will get the... I might actually win this, because my Shadow Ball's about to... I thought there's no chance of me winning this, but let's check. So they've got Whimsicott in the back. Can I win this with... hopefully they don't know that I'm banded. My Aurora's gone. I have no special defense investment into my Urshifu, but they don't know I'm banded. So their best bet actually is to target my Porygon and I hope they can knock out on 56 HP, which they probably can. And my best bet, I think, is to yeah, I thought I'd chance it. I think the best bet is to target Porygon with Moonblast. Oh, they've got Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Interestingly, Moonblast might have got the KO. But now that I know they've got Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast probably would have got the KO because it's got higher base, it would have been spread. Now I know that, I think what I can do is I can recover it again and then Ice Beam. And the Sash is on... Oh, nice. I was wondering if they had Fake Tears actually. So this is a good shout from their end. Dazzling Gleam shouldn't do that much damage though. I'm a full HP, so I just have to click Ice Beam twice, I think. I'm gonna click Try Attack first. Wait, I've got special attack boost. Where is it? Pokemon info. I got an attack boost. I think they should still be fine. I'm just gonna try attack. Actually, let's just be safe and play with Ice Beam. I wanted to do try attack first just in case of the status drop, but they should be fine, right? Okay, they need a crit. No freeze. Try attack, please. Please don't crit on the Dazzling Gleam. 1 in 6. Was it 1 in 16 chance? Yes, I got it. There is no way I should have won this game, right? My Dynamax option was taken out, like, without getting that attack off. Because of Psyshock. I don't think a non-Psyshock. They had to rain up. Yeah, I think, I don't know. Maybe I overestimate the power of Aurora. Anyway, guys, I was this close to giving up on that game. I was like, oh, let's play it out. Especially when their Spectrier protected my Shadow Ball as well. I thought it was game over, but they just had to target down my Porygon, right? They should have close combated into my Porygon, and which would have got the KO, and Shadow Balled into Ninetails, which would have also got the KO. But hey, that goes to show why you guys don't give up. So I've definitely got some thoughts on this team so far. It's really interesting to use, but definitely that was a tough one, that last one. Anyway, I will be doing one more video of this team, and then at the end of it, I'll do a sort of analysis and post-game evaluation to let you know what I thought. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Like I said, please do check out Giga's channel. Have a good one. Bye-bye.